If the president refuses to sack Wike, we will mobilize and occupy the Ministry of FCT, Abdullahi. No be small thing. According to a report by The Punch on Saturday, November 15, 2025, a sharp division has emerged between allies of Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike and retired military officers regarding the appropriate response. On Tuesday's confrontation between the minister and naval officer Lieutenant Ahmed Yerima, the incident occurred at a disputed Abuja land allegedly belonging to former Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Zubairu Gambo, where Wike confronted military officers guarding the property. Retired military officers held a press conference in Kaduna on Friday, demanding decisive action from President Tinubu. The coalition, comprising retired generals and senior officers from various military branches, described Wike's behavior during the confrontation as demeaning and a direct insult to the armed forces. Dr. Awal Abdullahi, representing the veterans, issued a stark ultimatum declaring if the president refuses to sack Wike, we will mobilize and occupy the Ministry of FCT until he is removed. In contrast, civil society groups have thrown their support behind Minister Wike, calling for an investigation into Lieutenant Yerima's conduct. I don't understand. What investigation? What about his conduct? We all saw his conduct. Everybody saw what Yerima did. So what are they investigating? I don't understand. They hate this man. They want to investigate Yerima's conduct. The National Coalition for Democratic Integrity described the officer's action as grossly disrespectful and a direct challenge to civilian oversight principles fundamental to Nigeria's democracy. Who is the person that is talking? Civil society group. Yeah, people are not okay. It was grossly disrespectful. Are you joking? Did you people watch the video? Did you see the way Wike was telling the guy to get out? You're a fool. Shut up. This and that. And the guy was still maintaining composure. And was so respectful in his dealings with Wike. You're telling us it was grossly disrespectful. He must be a joker. They argued that obstructing a minister performing official duties sets a dangerous precedent that could undermine constitutional order. I beg, God's constitutional order. Which constitution? The one that we are using. I beg, is that constitution? The senior special assistant of publicity and communication to the FCT minister, Leo Olayinka, responded to the veterans' demands by noting their constitutional rights to express opinions while indicating the minister has sufficiently clarified his position. Meanwhile, former presidential candidate Dumebi Kachiko characterized the controversy as reflecting deeper national intolerance, suggesting that public reactions was influenced more by personal attitudes towards Wike than the incident's factual circumstances. Atidris Batman says it's only a rodent hunter that seeks for a razor blade to slaughter an elephant. Mr. President should avoid this and act swiftly. What should he do? What is he supposed to act swiftly? I beg. Women says Wike should be an example so that others can learn. Let that idiot Wike be sacked. Frank Etobasi says Wike must reach everyone. Even now, his party, they have woken up. Because I think they did their convention yesterday. And they listed the names of people that they were sacking. That they were removing from PDP. And Wike's name was there. I was like, finally, you people. Are you people free from the shackles of Wike? Is it because of the incident that happened that made them to have the liver to say we are dismissing Wike from our party? Because I was really surprised. Tizio, Desmond says Wike the public fool. Oluwaseun says look at this scenario about to go, substituting the heat that brought out the hallowed glow of the gold with winter will deter the works of the goldsmiths. Look, Ejike said this is exactly what we have been waiting for. John Blaze says senseless talk from ignorant man. He feels this is Buhari's government where everything evolved around religion and nepotism. Don't mind them. Innocent says since Wike was appointed as a minister, no single Nigeria has said something good about him, like the bad behavior is oozing. You know you can be doing something good. Sometimes your skills can get you a job, but it's your character that will keep you in that job. Fine, you are a working minister. You are the best minister. And you are working, you dey show workings. But your character is so flawed, like People cannot just ignore it. People cannot just look away. You have a bad behavior. Nobody will keep somebody that has a bad behavior at their places of business. You can be the best person there. You can be the one that brings a lot of customers. But when customers come, okay, you attend to them. But you attend to them rudely. But okay, yes, you can sell, you can market, you can this. They will sack you eventually because your character is sending customers away. That is the example of Wike. Yes, he's a good minister because people are saying, no, he's a working minister. He's doing well in Abuja, even though I have not seen the things that he's really doing in that Abuja, apart from grabbing people's land, demolishing their houses, and then turning it into a family business or something. Apart from some few roads that he has fixed, he has not really done anything in that Abuja. I've not seen it. So what exactly have you done that will keep you in the job? If they sack you, no wahala now. So you go and work on your character. Okay, Cleblo says, foolish goats, people should go and mobilize ourselves as goats just to express and ventilate your foolishness and frustration on Wike, your nightmare. More people live a Wike that has always surmounted you all put together. Oh, if you are surmounted, one day they will surmount him. All of those people that you are surmounted, they will surmount him. It is well. Happy Nigeria said a very stupid topic. Was doing his work. His approach might be wrong. That is the approach that is wrong, is the problem. And it could end him his job if he doesn't change. I'm not saying they should sack him now, but if he continues, that is what will probably happen on the long run. He said his approach might be wrong, but that does not make the actions of the retired naval chief and the serving lieutenants to be right. This is democracy, and military should learn to obey the law. If most of you keep quiet, that is how military will collect lands. Nobody will speak for anyone. This thing, if you want people to obey the law, you lead by example. These people that are shouting, the naval officer should obey the law, are they also obeying the law? They only obey the law when it favors them. They don't obey the law as well. So why would somebody else obey the law? You lead by example. If anything happens and you do it according to the constitution, of course everybody will know that the rule of law is sacrosanct. We have to obey it. We have to do what the law says. But it's not like that in this country. Our leaders are the ones that are flouting the law the more. So why should I obey the law if the president is not obeying the law? If the minister is not obeying the law? Why? Why should they obey the law? Ayoko says Wike would have requested to see or invite the owner of the land, not exchanging words with the military officer. I'm telling you, he went about it the wrong way. The CDS that you started calling there when the whole matter has escalated, you could have called him before you left your office. You didn't do that. Is Wike not a lawyer? It is unreasonable and visible. What's visible? I don't know. It is very, very unreasonable. So let us be calling a spade, I beg. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.